What do you hope to tell people about when you come here?
Well, many things this evening we spoke about education, and I didn't have a chance by the time I received the information because I could have tied it in with Black History Month, but I did mention that. And then I'd like to hear what they have to say and try to satisfy some of their curiosities.
Right. What have you learned in the last few years as you've gone on these book tours? You said this has been kind of like an opening for you, and have you learned anything about yourself or about people that you didn't?
Well, as I you see the characteristics of my father that I have, even down to the physical, because you see that little mark there on my nose?
Yeah.
I knew him. He had that mark. And what I saw in 99, I didn't have it, but I had noticed it before. And then here recently, in the past couple of years, I have that same thing, so it has to be in the genes, I guess.
It developed later in life, then? It developed later?
Isn't that strange? But he didn't have it all his life either.
Really? Okay.
It was the last time that I noticed him. And when I saw him then, he was not quite 100. She saw him, but I didn't ever see him that last year that he passed.
That's interesting. Yeah. What are your goals? Like, what do you want to teach people about with your institute and with these speeches in your next few years?
I like to talk to college groups and sometimes high school students because I've always been so much interested in education because you need to know everything that you can, learn what you can, and it makes you have a richer life.
Right. And I
think as people become more educated, they become more understanding, and you need to learn how to get along with people.
Right.
And if you can't do that, you're not truly educated. You should be able to get along, even in your personal life. But I enjoy once or twice a year.
That's how many times you go out on the road.
That's enough. I remember when I first came out, as I said in the speech tonight, we went from New York City all the way down to Georgia, stopping in most of the states.
Right.
And it was new to me. It was fascinating. But you kind of get tired after a while. So maybe once or twice a year is enough.
How do you feel your role maybe in the civil rights movement? You talked about racism still, and obviously you play a unique part of the history of that. But do you feel?
Well, when I came out with the books, and some of those people had more information than they had ever had before, and these are people that I knew about, or maybe I didn't know about. They said, "Well, why did you wait so long?" That was the question.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I had a reason for waiting," and I explained it to them. They said, "Oh, but if you come out sooner, maybe it would have had effect on the civil rights movement." I said, "Well, I don't know that." And I asked them, I said, "What did you do for the civil rights movement?" They couldn't tell me anything at all. So people talk, but
right.
They don't always think about some of the statements they make.
Right. Were you ever angry at your father for what happened?
Yes. As I said before, when he was running for president,
Dixiecrat, yeah.
The only reason he did that, he didn't want Truman, and he knew he would win, although he did carry southern states. And as I said in my speech tonight, that was the time when the rumor was out. I definitely didn't want people to know he was my father.
Right.
When he was running that ticket, But I had talked to him about some of the things he had been saying, and I talked to him about the segregation, or he said it was here when he came. He said he wasn't one responsible. I said, yes, but you're in a position where you can say things that would make people understand better, and they will listen to you,
Right.
I said, but you never say anything positive. It was always negative. And promoting segregation is what it was. He was promoting it, and that's what I didn't like. And this we'd have disagreement about it. And then after that, he'd go and talk about something else.
So you kept talking to him throughout that time?
Well, doing big time. Well, I understand even my brother, Strom, had heard this rumor. He had a black daughter, and this time he was a teenager. And he asked me, "Is that true, Dad?" And you know what? He didn't tell him no. He didn't tell him yes. He went on to another subject altogether.
So he completely...
That was Strom's answer.